Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So, one thing that is really starting to make the news here is Hillary Clinton's health. Because you had a lot of people there in the beginning that were saying, oh, this is all just conspiratorial, it's all going to go away, there's nothing to see here, she's perfectly all right, everything's all hunky-dory, and all of a sudden you have all the mainstream outlets that are now reporting, hey, why isn't Hillary releasing her medical records? And that's a very good question. I mean, the woman has fallen who knows how many times. She slips, she falls, she makes very odd, bizarre facial expressions. I mean, it's just completely weird. And people are now becoming concerned, hey, what's wrong with Hillary? And we actually have a piece here to play for you. A website called Heat Street published it, and it's basically what they did, they compiled all of these various clips from news outlets talking about Hillary Clinton's health and potentially why they think she's not releasing her health records. Go ahead and play. This is from heatstreet.com, and this is starting off with various outlets from like Fox News and some other organizations. Go ahead and play it.
Deal first with the Hillary Clinton issue. We've looked at a number of images of events that have taken place over the course of the past year. There seems to be a real problem.
Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton has reportedly fainted and suffered a concussion.
Secretary Clinton had sad history of unexplained falls, a fall leading to post-concussive syndrome, which was documented, and then a cerebral venous thrombosis.
She was found to have a blood clot on the outside of her brain.
It was, I think a serious concussion.
But no neurologist has ever come forward, and we've never seen her record.
They're going to great lengths to hide any concerns over Clinton's health.
And get the costs out of...
I'm not, I don't... I had double vision for a short period of time, and I had some dizziness.
Faints before a speech, falls boarding an airplane in Yemen, faints, hits her head, suffers a concussion, diagnosed with a blood clot following her fall.
We should be able to look at full health records, especially in her case. We have a right to know fully what a neurologist says about this.
How is your health? It's very good, thank you.
So there you go. Yeah, that is Hillary Clinton talking about her various health issues, saying, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Everything's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with her health at all. And you have usnews.com that put out an article, Hillary's Health, Conspiracy or Concern. A 2012 fall sparked rumors about the former Secretary of State's fiscal fitness. And this is produced by, once again, that is usnews.com, Susan Milligan. Hillary Clinton has been basically traveling the country, making speeches, raising money, and launching very serious criticisms against Republican Donald Trump. And she mounts a typically exhausting presidential general election campaign. The response of Hillary's probes, clearly she must be sick. Fox News, a Drudge Report, and a slew of other conservative or conspiracy theory-themed sites on the internet are raising questions about Clinton's medical fitness to be president, pointing to various scenes of Clinton tripping on a stair, laughing inappropriately, one suspicious doctor says, hesitating in the middle of a sentence in a speech, or giving an unidentified man stand close to her despite not looking like a Secret Service agent. Or having an unidentified man stand close to her despite not looking like a Secret Service agent. So they're wondering if that's potentially a healthcare provider that knows Hillary Clinton to make sure that she's all right. So I'm aware of that one. It's like, what is this saying? But yeah. So they think that mysterious man that doesn't look like a Secret Service agent could potentially be a healthcare provider. That's one of the theories out there. But anyway, the problem, of course, is that none of the deeply concerned observers have actually examined Clinton, whose personal physician last year released a statement calling the former Secretary of State in excellent health and fit to serve as President of the United States. And, while her physician could say that, of course, considering that, her personal physician is more than likely a Democrat, yeah, of course you're going to have her physician saying she's all right to be commander-in-chief. That's what he's paid to do. Or she. We don't know who he is, or she is. Anyway, Fox News and Sean Hannity dedicated an entire week to the matter, pointing to an exchange with reporters in which Clinton, Hannity said, did a twitching thing, followed by a violent, repetitive jerking of the head. And I think I actually talked about that before, but yeah, she was jerking her head really weird with, like a whole bunch of reporters asked her a question, and it began causing people to think, A, is this woman potentially having something going on here? And, it really caused one to ask the question, is there more to the story than what we're being told? And it's still a concern because she hasn't so far released any health records or anything. And all we have are all of these reports of where she has been having difficulty with her health. She's been falling down, collapsing, this, that. I mean, guys, it is very concerning. And I think that the voters of the United States have a right to know what her health is like. Because if you remember, and I've said this on the show before, when Ronald Reagan was running for president, of course I can't remember, I've just studied it, but Ronald Reagan was running for president, and what did they do? They tried to make it out like Ronald Reagan is unfit to be president of the United States because of his age. That was the big thing that was going around. The Carter administration was pointing that out. You had that moderator that asked Ronald Reagan right there at the debate if he felt that his age should, in so many words, disqualify him from being president. And Reagan just let the moderator have it. Walter Mondale, remember that one? Reagan looked at Walter Mondale and said, he was at the moderator, and the moderator said, do you think that age should be a factor in the campaign? And Ronald Reagan responded back to the moderator and said, I will not make age an issue of this campaign. I will not exploit for political purposes my opponent's youth and inexperience. So just absolutely nailed the moderator right between the eyes. But, here we have Hillary Clinton that's having all of these various health problems, at least it appears that way. And we're just supposed to overlook it, and she's not going to release any medical evidence whatsoever. I mean, guys, I think that's quite concerning and bizarre. Why in the world is she not releasing anything unless she has something to hide? But, Hillary Clinton, of course, doesn't have anything to hide. That's why she deleted 30,000 emails. Yeah, has nothing to do with that whatsoever. But on top of that, we have another recent incident that took place. And Hillary Clinton was delivering a speech, and then guess what happened? Slipped and fell. She didn't fall, she almost fell. I'll take that back. She slipped, and she almost fell, and Vice President Joe Biden was right in behind her. And he caught her before she fell down. But she was introducing Joe Biden, and matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and play the audio here for you of Hillary Clinton at that speech. But she tried to say that Trump was temperamentally unfit to be president, and then introduced Joe Biden. Go ahead. This is from Pennsylvania. This is Hillary Clinton at a rally. Go ahead.
So, Scranton, please, let's give it up for the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
And get ready for it, Oh, right there she fell. She slipped, and then she laughs about it. And then Joe Biden comes up, clapping like nothing's going on. So, that was Hillary Clinton. Scranton, Ohio, Scranton, Pennsylvania. That just happened, this week? Today, actually. Yeah, it happened today. 1:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So there you go. Biden caught her arm. This is from Washington Free Beacon. Biden caught her arm, and Clinton laughed as she patted him on the back, and he told her, great speech. This time, their hug was brief. An earlier embrace on the tarmac lasted nearly 20 seconds as Biden wouldn't let go of her waist. Whoa! I tell you, Biden is really just a creepy old man. He is. I mean, because how many pictures do we have of Biden just smelling women's hair, whispering in their ear, moving their hair as he's doing. The man's just really bizarre. But yeah, that's Joe Biden for you. Wouldn't let go of Hillary Clinton's waist. I was going to say something about Bill Clinton, but that probably wouldn't be appropriate. Anyway, you know what I was going to say. You know I had the opportunity. That's all that matters. Anyway, moving on. Another thing that we have here, and this is really not good, but from the Washington Examiner, I have an article. Apparently, we have accepted more Syrian refugees than the entire European Union. The EU has accepted approximately 6,000 refugees. The United States is accepting... Oh, my. The United States is accepting 8,000. 8,000 compared to 6,000. U.S. accepts more Syrian refugees than all of EU, according to Washington Examiner. Are they trying to bring terrorists into the United States? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Anyway, despite promises of European Union member states to take in 160,000 refugees, a new report shows that they've accepted a fraction at just 6,000, while the United States has embraced 8,000 of a planned 10,000 this year. As President Obama, backed by Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton, has ramped up accepting refugees fleeing Syria and other war-torn nations, the EU has put the brakes on hard, apparently bowing to public outrage. Do you have to worry about the Democrats bowing to public outrage? No, absolutely not, because they don't care about public opinion. They just do it, and they expect everybody to suck it up and accept it. That's what we saw with same-sex marriage. It's what we saw with the Roe versus Wade decision, and that's what we're going to see with this ridiculous Syrian refugee problem. But the United States, in the United States, some governors... Oops, sorry. Forgot to turn the video off. But anyways, some governors have stated that they do not want these refugees. They have warned against moving fast to bring in the refugees, concerned that poor vetting could let in terrorists. After officials moved to stem the huge influx of migrants, Europe has led the way in making promises to accept the additional refugees in camps in Greece and Italy. But a new report in France found that Paris had just accepted 1,300 of the 30,000 it promised to take from Greece and Italy by 2017. What's more, according to the Center for Immigration Studies, all of the European Union members state that they had promised to accept 160,000 asylum seekers and have just taken in about 6,000 so far. So we have taken in more Syrian refugees than all of the European Union. And look at how many countries the European Union includes. I mean, don't have Britain anymore. They're getting out. But I think presently Britain is still recognized as being a member of the EU. The people voted, in that historic Brexit decision. But I think presently they had up to, what was it, like 2 years in order to get out of the European Union. But you still have France that's part of it. You have Germany, of course. You have various other nations in the area. Italy's one of them. And, yeah, so altogether they've accepted just 6,000, and the United States has accepted 8,000. So we are opening our borders to potential terrorists. Now, do we have a problem right now, presently, in the United States? Yeah, we do. We have a massive problem. Very bad problem. We are already having to prevent terrorists from blowing up our shopping malls, blowing up more aircrafts into buildings the way that it is. But no, even though it just took, somewhere around 14 hijackers, something like that. You had 5 hijackers on one plane, 5 hijackers on another. Then you had 4 on one. I think there was another 5 or something like that. So it was more than 14. But yeah, that's the thing that gets you. Look at how just less than 20 hijackers were able to take out the planes in 9/11. Now we're taking in 8,000. Wonderful.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time. Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Okie dokie. Okay, so let me make this clear, too. Am I saying that all the 8,000 are terrorists? If Obama had his way, no, I won't go there. But, although I could. But the thing that gets me is that I'm not saying that 8,000 of these Syrian refugees are terrorists. I'm saying that there's the potential for a large number of those refugees to be terrorists. To be terrorists coming into the United States because these people are not being properly vetted. And we're just opening up our border and saying, hey, welcome in. I'm sorry, but it should not work that way. And the thing that I've stressed on this show time and time again, and I'll do it again, is that we have no database to compare these people to. We do not have a database to determine on what their criminal records were. In Syria and a lot of these other countries, we are just getting these people out from the sand dunes that, especially with ISIS now just recruiting people who have absolutely no violent record whatsoever. And then on top of it, when you don't have a record to compare them to, because there's never one that's been created, how in the world are you going to be able to determine if they are radicalized or not? Because, guys, I've even said before as well, that they can lie. They can say, oh, yeah, I'm Christian, migrant coming to America. They can lie and they can say, yes, we love gays. We love the gay people. No. I don't believe they should be thrown off building. No. That's they can say whatever they want. They can lie. They can be deceptive. Oh, Muslims don't lie. What do you think taqiyya is? Taqiyya is one exemption that Muslims can lie according to the Quran that states that if their lie is in promotion of Islam, such as, for example, wanting to blow up people in the name of Allah, but has to lie in order to do that, that's perfectly permissible according to the Islamic faith. I can't believe you would say that. Yes, well, that's the truth. I mean, we can go through the Hakifs like we did on one episode of this show, where I can show you right out of there where Abu Dawood, the Islamic holy book of Abu Dawood, it said very clearly to kill homosexuals, and it's very descriptive in doing it. In Abu Dawood, I don't remember the date, or the not date, but the exact verse of it, but it said in the book of Abu Dawood to kill the one that is in the front and in the back, to put it very mildly. But it was very descriptive in describing who you are to kill. Now, in the Christian faith, what do we believe? As believers in Christ, we believe that Christ comes into your heart and all the sin goes out. All the sin, including homosexuality. So, I mean, the difference between Christianity and Islam is that we believe in saving the sinner. They believe in killing them. They believe in killing their infidels, okay? But technically, if you're a Christian, you're also considered an infidel, if you're not a member of Islam. So, I mean, guys, that's the thing that you really have to focus on here. We are bringing in a bunch of people that hate gays, that hate women, that hate Christians, that hate Jews, and we think that's a good idea. I mean, who in their right mind would bring in a bunch of unvetted people into the United States, and who would agree with that? Who would, other than your average college liberal? Oh yeah, my professor said it would be great, so it's fantastic. Yay. Go Bernie Sanders. I mean, who thinks that bringing in potential terrorists is a good idea? How could anyone think that bringing in potential terrorists is a good idea? I mean, guys, we need to secure borders, and we have to worry about our own people. I mean, I understand that that there are some people that are genuinely trying to escape horrible circumstances, but when it's putting, our own people at risk, and we're taking in thousands upon thousands of these people, that is just a horrible idea, and it doesn't need to happen. But anyway, I have another story here for you. This is from the Associated Press. South Carolina, a school board over there, has decided to move to reinstate the Lord's Prayer. This is really just a great story. It's from, what is that? You people in South Carolina that listen to me are going to kill me. Moncks? Moncks? Monca's Corner. Anyway, you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, let me see here. It says, despite the threat of a lawsuit, the Berkeley County School Board is moving to reinstate saying the Lord's Prayer before its meetings. Well, there you go. The Post and the Courier reports the school board gave initial approval on Tuesday after dropping the use of the prayer earlier this year. The school board has been using a moment of silence instead, and that's, really what they do the entire time. Where is Berkeley County? I think I've been to Berkeley County, actually. I'm looking on a map right now on Google Earth. Yeah, I think I have. You go past Georgetown, and it's like right before, I think it's right before you get to Charleston. Yeah. Okay, so it's right in the center there. That's the county seat. All right, so anyway, they've decided to bring back the Lord's Prayer. State Senator Larry Grooms sent the board a letter signed by 50 state lawmakers citing a 2014 U.S. Supreme Court decision reaffirming the right to pray at school meetings. Governor Nikki Haley last month signed a state law allowing school boards the right to open meetings with prayer. Americans United for Separation of Church and State, this is going to be great, wrote the members in June and again Monday warning that using the prayer is unconstitutional. Now, see, guys, here's the thing that all of us need to understand and that you have to understand regarding the Constitution. The Constitution does not ban public prayer. Okay, it's freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. You have these stupid organizations out there like Freedom from Religion Foundation. No, Constitution does not say freedom from religion. If it said freedom from religion, then we would be going according to that. But no, we are going according to freedom of religion, meaning that people have the right to freely express their religious beliefs. If you don't believe in God, fine, whatever you want to do. Then you don't have to be forced to say the prayer. But that being said, it does not ban prayer from public areas. I mean, for crying out loud, you have a chaplain in the United States Senate. Are we forgetting about that? That prays, that delivers prayer before all the senators? You have chaplains in Congress. For crying out loud. And now it's all of a sudden, we can't pray. That's out of the question. That's unconstitutional. That is the biggest bunch of malarkey I've ever heard, quoting Joe Biden. It's ridiculous. I mean, the founders prayed. They prayed publicly. They prayed all the time. So to say that all of a sudden, praying is unconstitutional. You're changing the definition of the Constitution then. You're changing the meaning of separation between church and state. And see, that's one of the reasons why Justice Antonin Scalia was so great. He believed in originalism and he believed in the original intent. And for those of you that do not know what original intent means, original intent is how the founders wrote it, what the founders meant when they wrote the Constitution. For example, right, we have this gun battle going on right now where they're saying we need gun control, we don't need gun control. If the founding fathers would have been around today, they would have seen how destructive guns are and they would have never wrote the Second Amendment. Well, if we go according to original intent, which is the reason why the founders wrote the Second Amendment, the reason why they decided to craft the Second Amendment as giving us the right to keep and bear arms is to fight a potentially tyrannical government. Because the founders knew that the number one thing that corrupt governments do that are tyrannical, the number one thing in order to implement their tyrannical policies and oppress their people is to take away the guns, is to disarm the people. That's why the founders created the Second Amendment. So we would have the ability to potentially fight a tyrannical government. And back when I used to take callers on this program, I had one guy that called in to the show and was telling me all this stuff and said, "You honestly mean to tell me that you're going to fight the government with an AR-15? And I said, well, you'd have a better chance at fighting the government with an AR-15 than you would, 22 or a muzzle loader. So, yeah, I think the founders would have been all right with that. Now, is that saying we need to fight the government? No, that's saying if the government would become overly tyrannical and oppress the people, the founders created it as a way for us to rise up.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls? Start saving thousands in interest and fees and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Can I tell you, liberals really hate hearing that the Second Amendment was created to protect us from the government in case they ever got out of line. They despise hearing that. Because anytime someone says that, they try to make it out like you are calling for violence or something like that. No, you're not. You're not calling for violence whatsoever. You don't want that to happen, but you're just expressing why the Second Amendment was created. Because if they start coming against us, start trying to disarm us, and they continue attempting to take away our rights, there will be an uprising in America. That's not a threat. That's not a call to activism like I've said previously. That's just a reality. There will be people that will rise up. I mean, I can tell you right now in West Virginia, you try to take away a West Virginian's gun, oh my gosh, I'd hate to be in Texas. You try to take away a gun from a Texan, you are asking for immediate death. Dead on arrival, let me tell you, buddy. That's not something that you would want to have to do. That would be a horrible job. Can you imagine the life insurance policies that those people would have to take if, Lord forbid, they would ever decide to confiscate weapons? Ugh, that would be awful. But anyway, moving on here. You have Donald Trump hammering Clinton back. Says that she lacks the physical. Hillary Clinton lacks the physical and mental stability to beat ISIS. So Donald Trump is saying that she's not physically capable and she's not mentally capable to defeat ISIS. You have Hillary Clinton saying that Donald Trump doesn't have the temperament. Trump has proposed an ideological test for Muslim immigrants. Why don't we put him under the lie detector test? That would be one way to go about it. Are you a terrorist? No, I'm not a terrorist. Although they'd probably find a way to manipulate the system and sneaking more people in there. They'd just get ISIS would probably just get a lie detector machine themselves and teach them how to pass it without signaling anything. So there you go. But yeah, apparently Donald Trump is proposing an ideological test to combat ISIS. And this is from the Daily Mail. Donald Trump will declare an end to foreign nation building if elected president, replacing it with what aides have described as foreign policy realism. And it's focused on destroying the Islamic State group and other extremist organizations. In a speech the Republican presidential nominee will deliver on Monday in Ohio, Trump will argue that the country needs to work with anyone that shares that mission, regardless of other ideological and strategic disagreements. As any country wants to work with the United States to defeat the radical Islamic terrorism, and the U.S. will be an ally, and he is expected, and that's, I guess, what he's expected to say. Mr. Trump's speech will explain why we can't choose our friends. We must always recognize our enemies. Trump's senior policy advisor, Stephen Miller, said on Sunday. On the eve of the speech, the Clinton campaign slammed Trump's campaign manager for ties to Russia and pro-Kremlin interests, in apparent reference to the New York Times story published on Sunday night. The story alleges that Paul Manafort received $12.7 million from Ukraine's former pro-Russia president and his political party for consultant work over a 5-year period. The newspaper says that Manafort's lawyer denied his client received any such payments. Trump on Monday is also expected to outline a new immigration policy proposal under which the U.S. would stop issuing visas in any case where it cannot perform adequate screenings. So now they're trying to say that Paul Manafort, Donald Trump's campaign manager, has ties to Russia. Well, look at Hillary Clinton, for crying out loud. Why is Hillary Clinton complaining about Paul Manafort having ties to Russia when she has ties to Saudi Arabia? Look at all the countries that this woman has ties to. Muslim countries that hate gays, that hate women, that hate everybody other than Muslims. And she's, what a hypocrite, man. And she is attacking Paul Manafort because he allegedly received money from Russia? That is so ridiculous. And then the lawyer says, no, that's a lie. It just seems like the mainstream media is basically just setting themselves up, lying about Donald Trump, lying about his campaign just to try to sway voters away from him. I mean, that's all that we hear anymore. Trump did this, Trump did this, Trump said that. Trump. And another thing that really gets me is that, guys, if you listen to this program long enough, you understand sarcasm. I use it all the time, okay? Donald Trump uses sarcasm too. I guess that's why I understand him so much. No, but Donald Trump is a sarcastic guy. He uses sarcasm. All right, it's part of his sense of humor. He has that type of sense of humor. I've understood that from just watching him. But the mainstream media can't, decipher what he's saying. They aren't able to, well, I won't say that they aren't able to tell that he's being sarcastic in some of these circumstances, because I have sat with members of the press, and I'll give you an example, all right? Anytime that I'm able to, I attend some news events that go on here. Well, I was at the Donald Trump event here in Charleston, West Virginia, and I was sitting with all the news guys. You had CNN behind me, Associated Press, Reuters. I love the guy from Reuters. He's a great guy. They're pretty good. But anyway, you had several of these other guys that were just around me, and there's this one lady. She probably worked for Huffington Post, considering the way that she sounded, or NBC, something like that. But she was talking with some of the other reporters, and they were laughing about something that Trump said. And then I read the report afterwards, and it made it, from sounding like sarcasm, which they acknowledged he was being sarcastic, into being a literal statement. And I'm thinking, seriously? You were just laughing about it just a few minutes ago, and now that you published the article, it's bashing Trump, making it sound like he's some sort of lunatic, and he's not kidding. But that's what the media does. They're very dishonest. They're very, very ungenuine. And, guys, because just having regular conversation with somebody, I'm sure that a lot of you out there use sarcasm all the time. Like if, I'll give you an example, right? If someone's talking to you, and they say, oh, hey, my company just went bankrupt. Oh, well, that's great. Why do you think it's great? If Donald Trump would say it, can you imagine if something bad would happen to somebody on his campaign who would say that? Oh, that's great. Or if the economy, or no, that's another thing. Let's say that we went into a complete recession, the economy collapsed, and that was headline news, and Donald Trump says that on Twitter. Imagine if he said that on Twitter. The economy has crashed. How great. The media would just eat that up. Donald Trump is saying that it is great that the stock market has crashed or whatever, because they don't care. They try to misrepresent his words as much as possible and take them out of context, because I've seen it happen time and time again with Donald Trump. He says something that's funny. It's meant to be taken funny. Everybody in the room accepts it as being funny. And the next thing you know, you see a thing on the news of where all of a sudden it's not funny, it's horrendous. He was not joking. He's being serious. This is very scary, blah, 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 blah. So, that's what we see all the time. And it really has revealed, one thing that this campaign has very much so revealed, is how biased the mainstream media is. After this election is over, and if Trump does end up winning, this will be the biggest loss that the media has ever seen, because not only are they going to have to put up with Trump for 4 years, at least, maybe even 8, but they're also going to have to realize, hey, America doesn't like you anymore. America doesn't care about you anymore. And, guys, the thing that really gets me is that the media has been in the business of making government officials look bad that they don't like. That goes all the way back to the founding of this country. You had the government that was just being absolutely hammered by various news organizations. This was like, I think, back in the early years of this, late 1700s, somewhere around there. But anyway, you had this act that was placed upon all the press companies in the United States to where they could not speak negatively of government. And eventually that was overturned because it was recognized as being unconstitutional by the court system, and really put a determination on there that, yeah, you can't stifle freedom of speech. But it's been going on for a while, but now it's far, far worse, and it's working for a political party.
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as student loan debt, tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It is great to have you with us. So, I tell you, we had a first day of school yesterday. I don't mind it. Because, I haven't seen a lot of my friends for a while, and then there was one friend I wasn't able to see for like a month. So it's nice to see your friends again. But I tell you, it takes all your energy out. Because, I come here every day. Those of you who aren't familiar with me, and you don't know that it's a teenager on the radio, I'm 18 years old, senior this year, last year of high school. And I tell you, it really just takes a lot of your energy. And then I come here every day and then do a show. And find enough energy to do it. If you really love me, send a check to P.O. Box 20. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. I'm not C.J. Pearson. I didn't say that. Anyway, for those of you who caught that, congratulations. But no, it really takes a lot out of you. But, it's worth it coming here every day. And, with Donald Trump in the news and all this stuff going on in Washington. And it's fun to come here every day and talk about this stuff because it definitely needs to be discussed. And it helps you make better, educated opinions of the various political candidates. And hopefully if there's any Hillary Clinton supporters out there, any Bernie Sanders supporters, you will come over to the Trump side, yes. And I'm sure that if you listen to this program all the way to November, you will be voting for Donald Trump. I can almost guarantee it, but you always have the select few misfits out there that will just vote for Hillary to prove me wrong. But anyway, that's pretty much what we have going on in the news right now, a large portion of it anyway. And I tell you, this thing that's the most concerning to me is that you have all of these refugees coming in. Oh, by the way, you know that Kaiser Khan, that dimwit that's on the news all the time? And I call him a dimwit, not his son. His son was a hero. But this Kaiser Khan, who has made it his life's goal to completely make a fool out of himself and make Donald Trump look bad, has decided to come out and state that he challenges Donald Trump to pass citizenship test. He wants Donald Trump to take a citizenship test and pass it. So there you go. He's wanting Donald Trump to take a citizenship test and pass it. This guy said, I remind you just a few weeks ago, and I even told you, if you remember on this program, I even told you that's the biggest load of rubbish that I have ever heard when Kaiser Khan was saying, I don't want any attention, I just want everyone to go away, leave my wife and her hijab alone. And then what ends up happening? Now he's in the news again telling Donald Trump, take citizenship test, Trump. You have read Constitution, read mine, but take citizenship test. The guy is just losing it. But, well, I take that back. He's not losing it. He has already lost it. He's working for the Democrats. And it's his life's goal to take out Donald Trump. It's probably the only valuable thing that he's ever done in his life. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Oh, yeah, I did. Who cares? Yeah, but that's what's going on right now. Oh, by the way, Glenn Beck said that Donald Trump is basically the conservative Black Lives Matter version. Yeah, that's great. All right, I said that wrong. Glenn Beck said that Donald Trump is the conservative version of Black Lives Matter. Where does he get that from? Who knows? It's Glenn Beck. He's getting sued, by the way. It's still going on. We'll be giving you updates on that as he loses all his money. Which, when you run a fraudulent network, that's what happens. You have Rush Limbaugh that's saying that Black Lives Matter is approaching a unionized gang status, which that is pretty much true. Because all that they're doing now is just tearing up buildings, burning cars, burning businesses, private businesses that don't have anything to do with anything. And as we just saw up in Wisconsin where they're deploying National Guard, the great Governor Scott Walker's up there doing that. They're destroying buildings. Horrible. And the guy clearly had a gun and was aiming at a police. Police had to shoot and kill him, and now all of a sudden, because the guy was black, oh, it's so horrible. Completely forget about him pointing a gun at cops. But anyway, guys, thank you for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.